Welcome back, students, to the fourth lecture video, okay, on system of linear equations. Okay. Uh, Let us solve the another problem on system of linear equations. Here given your problem, okay. Discuss the uh, discuss for what values of lambda comma mu the simultaneous equations x plus y plus z is equal to 6, x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 10, x plus 2y plus lambda z is equal to mu have no solution, a unique solution, an infinite number of solutions. Okay, so you have given system of equations. Here the question consists of system of equations in lambda and mu, and you are asked the values of lambda and mu, okay, when the system has no solution, and when the system has a unique solution, you're asked to find out the lambda and mu, and when the system has infinite number of solution, you're asked to find out the lambda and mu. Okay, first go for when the given system has no solution. So when we have the solution, that we have the condition that for a system has no solution, the condition is rho of a is not equal to rho of ab, that is rho of a coefficient matrix is not equal to rank of augmented matrix. Okay. So convert the given system of linear equation to matrix form, that is write the augmented matrix of the given system of equations. Okay, now convert as usual, convert the augmented matrix into echelon form to find out the rank of the augmented matrix. So in order to convert it into echelon form, first we have to follow the diagonal elements. The diagonal elements are 1 2 lambda, and the elements below the diagonal elements are 1 1 2, so we have to make them 0. So in first we have to make the second row first element to be 0, and next the third row first element to be 0, and next the third row second element to be 0 by using only row operations. So first make the second row first element to be 0 by using the operation R2 implies R2 minus R1, and the third row first element to be 0 by using the operation R3 implies R3 minus R1. Okay, and now we have by using these operations we got the matrix as 1 1 1 6 0 1 2 4 and 0 1 1 minus lambda mu minus 6. So this is your augmented matrix. Okay, now we have to convert the element 1, that is third row second element, to be 0. Okay, so apply the row operation R3 plus R3 minus R2 to convert this third row second element to be 0. On applying the matrix, the obtained matrix is 1 1 1 0 1 2 0 0 lambda minus 3, and the last column is 6 4 mu minus 10. Okay. Mm. So this is the augmented matrix we got in lambda and mu. So here you are asked if the solution, if the system of equation has inconsistent, that is it has no solution, the system of equation is inconsistent, then what is the value of lambda and mu? The system of equations is inconsistent if rank of A is not equal to rank of augmented matrix. Rank of coefficient matrix is not equal to rank of augmented matrix. So here, if you have lambda is equal to 3, then rank of A is equal to 3. The rank of A is equal to 2. And if you have mu is equal to 10, then rank of A by B is equal to 2. Those two are equal. So here the lambda should not be equal to 3, or mu should not be equal to 10. Okay. Suppose if lambda is, the first condition is if lambda is equal to 3 and mu is equal to 10, then the rank of A by B is 3 and rank of A is 2. Those two are not equal, therefore the system has no solution. Okay, so here the lambda is 3 and mu is not equal to 10. The same way, if the system has no solution, okay, and if we, in the same way we can also consider lambda is not equal to 3 and mu is equal to 10. Lambda is not equal to 3 and mu is equal to 10. Okay. Mm. So the next condition is if lambda is not equal to 3 and mu is equal to 10, then rank of A by B is 3, augmented matrix is 3, and rank of A is equal to 3. Okay. And the second condition is, it has in the question it has given that the system has unique solution. The system has unique solution. Yes, the second condition is the system has unique solution. If the system has unique solution, then the rank of A by B is equal to rank of A. Then lambda should not be equal to 3 and lambda should not be equal to 10. Then mu should not be equal to 10. Then rank, if lambda is not equal to 3, then rank of A by B is equal to 3. And mu is not equal to 10, then rank of A is equal to 3. Those two are equal. Therefore, the system has consistent. The system is consistent and it has unique solution, because rank of A is equal to 3, rank of A by B is equal to 3 is less than, is equal to 3. So the system has unique solution. And in the question it is given that under the condition the system has infinite number of solutions, you are asked to find out the value of lambda and mu. So if lambda is equal to 3 and mu is equal to 10, then the rank of A by B is equal to 2 and rank of A is equal to 2, which is less than n. Here n is equal to 3. The number of variables is equal to 3. Therefore, the system has infinite number of solutions by the condition 3. So, we have got different values of lambda and mu for different conditions. That is for no solution, for unique solution, and for infinite number of solutions. So, and this is the way we have solved for lambda and mu. Okay. Consider another example. Here's another example. Here given system of equations which is homogeneous. You can clearly see that the given system of equations is homogeneous. First, convert the given system of equation to matrix form. That is, the coefficient matrix is the matrix obtained by writing the coefficients of the variables x, y, z. Okay. And now you have to convert the given matrix into echelon form by using the row operations. As you all know, row operations, you have to use only row operations. We got the all the diagonal elements, all the below elements of the diagonal are 0. So it is converted to echelon form, and the rank of A is 2, which is less than n. N is the number of variables. We got the variables as x, y, z, which is 3. N is 3 here. So rank of A is 2, which is less than n. Therefore, the system has infinite number of solutions. Okay, this is the concept of the system of linear equations. Now go to the another topic, characteristic roots and characteristic vectors. Okay, characteristic roots can also be called as eigenroots and characteristic vectors can also be called as eigenvectors. Okay, a characteristic root is nothing but, or a characteristic vector is nothing but, is any non-zero vector x is said to be a characteristic vector of the square matrix A if there exists a scalar lambda such that Ax is equal to lambda x, where lambda is called characteristic value or characteristic root or eigenroot of a matrix A corresponding to the characteristic vector x. Okay. Here scalar is a characteristic root of a square matrix A if and only if det of A minus lambda I is equal to 0. Characteristic, if characteristic root is lambda, then modulus of A minus det of A minus lambda I should be equal to 0. So here lambda is called the characteristic root. Now look at the definition: characteristic polynomial, characteristic equation of a square matrix. Okay, by going to the definition, A is a n by n matrix and lambda is any indeterminate scalar. The matrix A minus lambda I is called characteristic matrix of A, where I is the unit matrix of order n. Okay, where I is a unit matrix and of nth order. Okay, so A minus lambda I, det of A minus lambda I is equal to det of A11 minus lambda, A12, so on A1n, the first row, and the second row is A21, A22 minus lambda, so on A2n, and the last row is an1, an2, so on amn minus lambda. So okay, this is a polynomial. So this is the det form now. If we expand the det, then the resultant gives a polynomial in lambda of degree n. It's called the characteristic polynomial of A and is denoted by f of lambda. Okay, the equation det of A minus lambda is equal to 0 is called the characteristic equation of A. Here det of A minus lambda I is equal to 0 is the characteristic equation of A, where lambda is the characteristic root. So this is the definition of characteristic root and a characteristic vector. And the next video I will show you the characteristic roots problems on characteristic roots and characteristic how to find characteristic roots and characteristic vectors. Thank you students. Thank you to one and all.